How's it going, guys? So today we are continuing the shader series. Today we're going to be making this kind of nasty looking corroded moldy gold. I could have just made a regular gold, but I wanted to add another level of detail in this to really sell it and kind of make it look real. So we're going to be making that today, but let me first get into today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creatives and creative people. Explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. Skillshare offers membership with meaning with so much to explore, real projects to create, and the support of fellow creatives. Skillshare empowers you to accomplish real growth. Skillshare offers classes designed for life and all the circumstances that come with it. These lessons can help you stay inspired, express yourself, and introduce you to a community of millions. As a graphic designer myself, I found the Logo Type Masterclass with Jessica Hisey. It's super professional and packed with so much knowledge. I got a lot from that one. It's curated specifically for learning, meaning there are no ads and they're always launching new premium classes so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you. Skillshare is also incredibly affordable. It's less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. At a time when so many important conversations are happening in the world, your voice is more essential than ever. Explore classes to unlock your creativity for social good. The first 1,000 people to use my link in the description will get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership. Now let's get into the tutorial. So we're here with a blank document. I'm just going to go in and you can really drop in any object you want. And so we'll just use the monkey just to really prove that. And it also is November. Unfortunately, this is not one of the ones they want you to make, but we're still going to have some fun with it. So we are here in the shading tab. So let's go ahead. I'm going to collapse these two windows and just click the little new button here. I'm going to drag this up for more space. We don't really need to see a whole lot of the model here. Just some, good space here. Step 1, make it metallic. Step 2, make it nice and yellow. A really nice vibrant gold because we are going to mess with the color. And then what I want to do is just click this, go to the hex, and just copy the color. And so what I'm going to do, the reason why I'm doing that is because we're going to pop in a color ramp in just a second. But first, let's go ahead and make it look cool. So I want to get a bump node, BUM, so we can fake some roughness going on in terms of sort of like dents and things. So let's get in a color ramp and a noise texture. NOI. Now, we used to use the Musgrave for stuff like this. Hold on, messed it up. I usually use the Musgrave for stuff like this, but I actually have a lot of fun with the noise texture because it feels like it's a little bit more editable. So we're going to go ahead and get the color ramp on the height, and then we're going to get the noise texture. If you have been following the shader series, you should have the Node Wrangler add-on enabled. Just go to your preferences and add-ons and type in Node Wrangler and enable it. You would hit Control T after clicking noise. So you just hit Control T and it does that thing, but I'm not going to do that. So we're going to bring the detail up and the roughness up to really flatten that, and then bring the strength down to sort of meet the height of that roughness. I'm going to bring the scale to like maybe 1. And then what we're going to do now is take this color ramp and do this. Actually take it to white because we want it to eat into the gold. So we're going to do this right here, something like that. And then we'll bring the strength up and then we'll bring the roughness down a little bit. So we get really big detail kind of going on here. And so what I want to do now is, now that we have these really big sort of scrapes and gashes in the gold, I want to add one more extra level of detail. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate by hitting Shift D the bump node, and we'll plug the normal into the normal. And I'm going to duplicate the noise texture and plug the vector of this mapping into the vector. And then we'll plug the factor into the height. So now we're just duplicating this. What I'm going to do now is bring the roughness really far up and then bring the strength down to 0 so we can kind of see it. And then we'll just bring the strength up a little bit. So what we're doing is adding minor detail, bigger detail. So now we have a detailed gold with these two noise textures, bigger strength, smaller strength, and more roughness, so you get more fine grain. So now we have already a pretty convincing gold. You can add into whatever you want, but we need to manipulate the roughness and the color. So let's go ahead and get the roughness going. So I'm going to go ahead and Shift D, duplicate that color ramp, plug the noise texture into here, and then we'll plug the color ramp into the roughness. So obviously there's no really big changes until we start playing with these sliders, and then you can start seeing some roughness fun happening. So something like this. So now we have a little bit more going on. So we just sort of manipulate these throughout, and now we have some really shiny kind of rough parts, really just nice convincing gold here. The next thing we're going to do is play with the color just a little bit. So I'm just going to duplicate him. And then again, like we copied that hex code. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to click here, click hex, Control V, paste it in there. Now we have that yellow. We're going to plug the base color into there and get this color, this noise texture straight into there. And then again, start manipulating these sliders to kind of get what we want. So we're coming in here, something like this. So now we're getting a little bit more of a convincing gold. We don't want it to completely be black, but really be dark in those rough portions. So something like this. And now we're getting a much better gold already. Really nice, really detailed. It's super grainy there. And if you really don't like that, you can bring the roughness down even farther. It's all that stuff you can do. And then bring your strength down, bring your strength up. Everything's super editable. That's the fun thing about Procedural. So now we have this craziness going on. What we want to do now is to get the mold on top. So we have this big section of stuff. We need to get a mix shader so we can start working on the next part. Mix shader, pop that there. And then we're going to go ahead and get another principled PR in the search. PR, messed it up. And then we're going to bring him down here so we can just kind of edit him. Plug him into the shader. And then I'm just going to quickly pick a green just so we can see it once we go to the next section here. So we're going to bring this mix shader up, and now we're going to be able to separate these two. So let's get a color ramp right here. Plug the color into the factor. I'm just going to duplicate this noise texture, but we are going to edit him quite a bit. And then we'll plug this mapping straight into there. So let's go ahead and get this factor, plug it there. And then I want to play with the scale once this finish loads. So now what we're going to do is bring this color ramp in like this. Now we're getting where that mold is going to be placed while we play with that. So we can play with this here in the roughness. And so this is kind of where I want the mold to be. Now we can start editing the mold and see how the color is going to work out. So we're going to get a color ramp, COL, color ramp. Oop, that's vertex color. Almost clicked the wrong one every time. So let's plug the color there. And then we need to bring a really long stretch. This noise texture. Now we need to get this noise texture here. Plug the factor. So kind of got to zoom in here and plug it straight into the noise texture. So now we have this. Let's go ahead and get that color back. So we want like a light green, kind of nasty but natural looking green that we can bring the dark portions in. But I kind of want to bring this out first with a bump node. BUM, bump node, plug the bump into the normal. And then again, bring that big stretch. Let's bring this noise texture down here just to make it closer to what we're working with. So plug the factor into the height of our bump node right down here, plug it to the height. So now our mold is coming out, and that's really good. So let's go ahead and get that color to be kind of where we're looking for. So kind of a, a nasty green, but still kind of dull as mold and corrosion kind of look. And then we can bring that dark portion in like this, and we pretty much have it. You can always just go ahead and just play with your mold however you want to be. You can be any color you want to. This could be like spray paint, really. So you can just kind of mold it out till we like it. So this is very, whatever. And then we can bring the roughness up because mold is not reflective almost at all. And then you can play with your specular as well if you'd like. Not really going to do a lot. So now we have this moldy looking procedural material. Go back here to material view, and it's done. This is it. This is how you make that moldy stuff. And then you could take this concept, instead of having mold, you can have paint, or you can have water, or anything like that. I just picked mold as sort of the example here, but it's really changeable. Instead of gold, you can make it a metal, a different type of metal, different type of material, wood, whatever. So this is a really cool way that you can take things and sort of mask and all that fun stuff and make something crazy. So there you go. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you learned something.